These are the three young men that drowned at the Franklin Lock over the weekend. The sheriff's office identified two as Santos Tiul-Chen, Victor Pedro-Gaspar, and the men's church says that the third is Pedro Miguel Pascual. Today, we are learning exactly what happened.
The scene was breaking news over the weekend as Lee County deputies pulled 4 people from the water. Only one survived, and you could see the giant presence of Lee County deputies at that scene on Saturday afternoon. Deputies worked for 15+ minutes to try to save each of the lives as people watched on. Now, Wink News reporter Amy Gallo joins us live at the Franklin Lock. Amy, this all started with just one person in the water.
That's right. Tiul-Chen went into the water here, which is about 10 feet deep. But as you can see over my shoulder, there are signs posted all over this park warning people that this is not a swim designated area. And in this case, Tiul-Chen did not know how to swim. And when he began to drown, the other two went in to try to help. 3 young lives cut short.
These young men were very dedicated to God. They were very humble young people, God-serving.
On Saturday, Pastor Vasquez says they were taking part in a Bible study activity with their church, Jesus es la Verdad, at Franklin Lock Park.
We finished the activity and then we ate. And when it was time to return, well, some of them stayed. They said, let's stay and play some soccer.
At some point after, the Lee County Sheriff's Office says 17-year-old Santos Tiul-Chen, who didn't know how to swim, went into the nearby water and never came back up.
And then the second person apparently jumped in to try to find them and did not come up.
That second person has yet to be identified by LCSO, but the church says his name was Pedro Miguel Pascual. And when he didn't resurface, Victor Pedro-Gaspar jumped in only to meet the same fate.
I had 3 teenagers with me, and we said a prayer right there at the locks, more for their families, because it was obvious that these people were underwater for an extended period of time.
Then Fred Kobe watched as first responders flooded in.
You could tell the people doing the CPR were exhausted. They had to keep rotating people in and out. But there had to be 50 or so people trying to rescue these unfortunate swimmers.
LCSO says a 4th person went into the water to try to save the 3 victims while they were drowning. He was unable to, but luckily he was able to make it back to shore. Live in Alva, Amy Gallo, Wink News.